Well, blessings everyone. This is Tim from the Gathering Place Farms, and we got a load of turkeys in about 8 days ago, and I wanted to. We have our little makeshift on the porch here. I got to turn it around. Got a little makeshift on our porch here. It's just some sheets to kind of close them in, and we got them in here. And this guy over there is sitting on the temperature gauge. But right now it's about close to 90 degrees. And there's 10 of them. And so far they've been a success. They look pretty healthy. And I come up to get some pine shavings for a chicken for some of our egg layers. But they're 8 days, well, let's see, today's the Thursday. They were born on a Tuesday, so they're 9 days old. We've had them for 8 days, and they're all doing well. What we've done to help keep them healthy is, as soon as we got them, we gave them 1 liter of water, and we mixed in a teaspoon. We moved a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, a teaspoon of sugar, and a pinch of Celtic salt. And we're mixing that for a week, couple days or so. I'm cutting back on the sugar now, and that helps give them the strength, the energy, the electrolytes that they need, because turkeys are delicate and people lose turkey a lot, and I think that's part of the reason. And we kept them at 95 degrees as best we can. Really, it fluctuated to upper 80s to 103. But now I think we need to bring the temperature down between 88 to 92 as best we can. And I think they're doing well. But here's our turkeys. We're going to keep them in here at least 2 weeks. Hopefully I can keep them in here for 3 weeks. I got to be careful when I put the lid down over here. They don't have their necks over. And then I'm making a chicken tractor. I'm going to be putting them on, or putting them in, and I'm sort of wondering how that's all going to entail, because we'll probably still have to keep a heat lamp on them for, I'm not sure, from 4 to 6 weeks or for 6 weeks, but we'll see how it goes. But I'll keep you updated on our turkey endeavor. And right now you can hear one of our sheep in the background. I just tended those. We got them on a paddock. It's probably the worst paddock when it comes to the sun, but we got a few cold days, but the temperatures are going to go up to the 98 to 100 for the next week. And I got a paddock where they'll be able to be on, where they'll be in shade and whatnot. But I was over there checking on them, so they're making it known. But just a quick update. I'm going to be working on the turkey tractor today, and on our turkey tractor, it's 93 plus degrees. It's about every bit as hot in here as it is out there, as you can see with my face sweating and everything. But I'm working on, let me turn this thing around. Working on our turkey tractor and chicken tractor. I'm not sure how many. I'm hoping you can at least fit 30 meat birds in there for chickens. And right now we got 10 turkeys that are, tomorrow they'll be 2 weeks old, and hopefully they should easily fit in there. But I'm trying to get this done for them, and then next year we'll put meat chickens in there and then get some more turkeys hopefully after that. At least that's the plan. But here's a little project, been working on. I've been pretty fortunate with the materials that I think so far the only thing I needed to really buy was screws, but it's all what you have available. I've had greenhouse material. As you can see, I had to bend these myself without a bar bender, and they're kind of little cattywampus, but I think it'll hold for the birds. And I had this chicken wire and donated from where I work. They were just remnants. And then the wood, I have a sawmill. And Woodland Mills used to have a Norwood 38, but now just back to the Woodland Mill. So I have a sawmill, so that helps. if you're for projects. So I got wood. We have a project, me and my neighbor Keith, who I work with, he's got a bunch of pine trees and cedar trees to cut down for his nephew, and we're going to get the logs of those. So we should have plenty of logs if just get the time to mill them up. So hopefully we'll see how this endeavor with our farming experience goes with the sheep, the chickens, and our turkeys, and then honeybees and whatnot. Thinking about, to get more into laying hens, we'll have to buy or put together an egg mobile, so to speak. And also, I'd like to do more turkeys next year if it all works out, and then we'll need to get a roosting place for them. I have an apparatus out here on wheels. It's about 19 feet long. I think they used it back in the day for hay bales. I'm not sure, but the wheels are still deep. They hold air. I mean, you have to pump it up from time to time, but I may build like one or the other, or a combination, turkeys and chickens. Not that I'm going to run them together, but depending on what I'm using and what time of the year. But anyways, here's on a hot summer day. We got a couple of hot days. I'm wondering if I can get this done and to put the turkeys in here. I'd like to just get them on grass and that. They've been cooped up for 2 weeks, and I'd like to just get them out in the open and in grass, but they're still pretty young, so I'm kind of wondering which way to go with that. But I need to get this done. I got the wheels. I'm going to make the wheels. You can take them on and off, and I got to get pretty much the tarp. I don't know if I'm going to put another wire up here. I got something I could put to help with the weather, and then put a tarp over it. I may use that. I got it out here I'm going to work with, but this is just a project, another project. Just wanted to share. Here's our tractor mobile. I think this is about 6 foot by 10 foot, and maybe, I don't know, 5 foot 2, 3 high. I can get a measuring tape, but I'm about 5'2", 5'3" high, so I have to duck a little bit, but I think it'll work. But here's a hot sunny day in the Ozarks. And this is a big old woodshed that was built in the 70s, early 80s. They milled it out. They had a steam engine sawmill here, and this thing is, it's pretty big. It's got its waves, the floor, and there's just needs a lot of work. The roof leaks a little bit. I do some epoxy projects in here, but it does got to deal with wind and dust. But working, holding what we need to hold. But I just thank you for joining me. This is Tim from Gathering Place Farms. Have a blessed and wonderful day.